So it is becoming an immense force that is some kind of stress forced upon your body and upon your whole organism. And when you practice that intensively and intensive enough, your body will start to begin, or your body will start several programs independently that you are not aware of, and that lead to some outcomes that you might not want to happen. But that's, as I said, is another story. The interesting part is to see the outcomes of your action, the physical results these actions have, and you can learn quite a lot of this. But the real thing, the real balance between these mind programs and this the force of the mind and your physical actions and the movements and the exercise, whatever you may call it, is to find this balance between both. And this is to find in not doing anything at all and simply act in the moment, whatever may come, and use every moment and every deed to move your body that way and to be absolutely there. And this has nothing to do with sports, but it is actually physical exercise. And whatever you do, for example, lifting some stones in your garden, or digging a hole for a tree, or whatever you may be doing, or lifting a case of water and carrying it up to your flat, or whatsoever. And if you are doing it in this moment because it needs to be done, and you are it, and you do this act completely, then this is the real thing. This is the real physical exercise and the real physical being. It's quite hard to explain in words, but you don't think about it anymore, and it is nothing of doing sports or doing some specific exercises or workouts or something. It is really just being, and just being in the moment. I can imagine that this is in a way that what is meant by early Zen masters saying, when you walk, just walk; when you drink, drink; when you eat, when you shit, just shit, nothing else. And you are your body, and you are the language of your body. No need to understand anything anymore. And then of course you stop thinking in doing what you're doing, and therefore you stop becoming something what is limited due to your memories and thoughts that you have about yourself. And you simply are that what is, and that is in some way that what is true, what is really you. So this is only one point, and what I also said about thought about myself all these years is that I was highly easily addicted to anything. I was always try to be careful, and I knew I was addicted to smoking all these years, and to alcohol as well. I drank very much, and alcohol from the age of 16 on, I guess. And it's quite usual here in Germany young people to drink much alcohol. So when I say very much, it is not that I was something special in my environment. So all these years I thought I would never be able to stop this. When I first stopped smoking at the age of 30, it was really hard. I was always looking for some replacement for this addiction, and I was eating, for example, peanuts and stuff like that very much. And yeah, finally I made it, and it is quite interesting that it was not as difficult for me to stop eating peanuts as to stop smoking. But what I realized when I later on stopped drinking alcohol, this was very easy for me. So this first accomplishment to stop smoking was somewhat a proof for me that it is not impossible for me and that I'm not more addicted to anything than others who already stopped or made it to stop. And therefore it was very easy for me to stop drinking alcohol. Oh, dog's going crazy. Was suchst du? So so when I finally I realized that whatever I thought about myself wasn't real, and I had become that what I thought about myself. But the moment I realized that this isn't real, this was gone. And so it was that the second time I stopped, because after 3 years I started deliberately to drink alcohol again from time to time, and at the same time I started to smoke a cigar from time to time, and I started smoking again, and I had very much fun with it and I liked it, but I had the intention to do this for a while and stop again. Just I don't want to deny that I liked it and that it was a pleasure for me, but the intention was to stop again just to see if it is as hard for me as it was. And I smoked again for about 1.5 years, and I drank alcohol too, and then immediately stopped. First I stopped drinking alcohol again. It was the beginning of this year, I guess. Absolutely no alcohol whatsoever, and this was quite easy. I didn't realize it actually. I just stopped. It was finished. So I'm not. I will never drink alcohol again. This is what I said to myself, and I won't. And then I stopped smoking too, for the reason that is discussed here in Destiny videos and vlogs. And it was easy as well. I stopped. Okay, it was the first days. It was this preference, this urge who was there to have pleasure in it. But it was a decision from one moment to the other, and it was gone. I don't know really. I don't count the days. This is what for myself, this is not good for me, because it will every day force me to, how many days are this now, and it is about 3 days ago. Now I still can smoke a cigarette and start again to stop and all these things, but I didn't count the days. It has to be about 2 weeks or something. So I like the idea of smoking a cigarette for sure. And What I don't like is the idea of drinking alcohol. This is fascinating. To me it is surprising. I don't like the idea of drinking a beer or a glass of wine. I like the taste of beer, by the way, so therefore I think some alcohol-free beers and all the taste, and yeah, that's my experience so far. I want to share more of it. I hope. Nuts?